Hi guys, welcome to SavvyMoneyShow. Me, your host Sean. I'm looking through different platforms, find the best platform for you. As you know, I'm not a fan of Trading 212. Trading 212 is great to learn, but they've shut off to new entrants, and I've had issues with how they go about things behind back doors, and I don't trust them. So I closed my account and I moved over to Freetrade, but then it restricted me to just Freetrade. So I'm going to go through a few different ones. Full disclosure, I do hold a small investment in Freetrade, very small. But despite that, Freetrade isn't my top pick out of this. Freetrade is a great platform. I do like it because it has a huge array of stocks and shares. You can do a lot with it. My issue there is the FX fee and the fact that you have to pay for Plus to get access to some of the features that others give as standard. Anyway, getting on to it. Invest Engine. Of course, you have referral links down in the description if you want. For this one, you get a free £25 in your balance. This is, I put £100 in, I got £25, I'm at £147. Now, I like this because this is just ETFs. I also like it because it's like a portion of ETFs, because you're getting them, you don't have to do the Vanguard ones which are fully priced in. You can do the iShares one, and of course you see here I've just done this for the show. I've done this to review it. You can see all the companies if you want, but they're all sorry, I have a cough, but you can see they're all good companies. The S&P 500 is going to be all good, but then I wanted to get in on a small cap ETF anyway, and you can see there how it's a good one to be in. I think now is a good time to get into it, and I wanted an all-world ETF. Now, I think now is a good time to get into an ETF, because with all the markets down, when it recovers, you'll start doing well. Information technology, again, you're going to have some of the same companies as in the S&P 500 with a few differences, you know. And I think I picked well on this. The downside to this, well, there's a couple of downsides. First, but there is nitpicking. First downside is it's only ETFs, but you know that going in. So that isn't really a downside. Second downside, as I said, their ETFs are limited. You cannot get next, as you see here with the robotics, they're good as well. Sorry about that, but the you cannot get genomics, and I would like them to fix that. You can see there's no genomics. If you do it under genetics, there's no genetics, and you know, there's no ARC funds. Well, there wouldn't be in the UK because ARC has to submit a different form to be able to trade their ETF in Europe. They was considering it, but for those of you who want to trade the ARC fund, there is a trust, a Scottish Mortgage Trust, but that isn't on here, and that's the only thing wrong with this. But as I said, it's nitpicking. Other than that, I find it to be good. They have an auto invest feature which is on or off, and I have it on, obviously. Now, why do they do it free? Because it's free if you're self-managed. If they manage it for you, they will charge you a small percentage, and that is how they're hoping to make their money. So for ETFs, I think this is a good one. Check it out for yourself. Again, if you're thinking of opening an account, please use the referral code down below. Now we move on to the next one. Don't forget to hit the lovely like button and the sexy subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And the free links in the description below. You can pick up a free share worth up to £200. And check out our Discord. And if you want a more in-depth analysis of any stock or market conditions, then why not look at our upgraded membership program and support us. The next one is Lightyear. If you use the free link, you'll get £10 in free stock. So will I. I'll only get it for 36 days, but next 36 days. But I like this because there's no FX fees, and this referral link is limited to 10 people. So, well, for me, for you can use as many people can use it as possible. And I love the fact there's no FX fees. And my issue here is they don't have as many stocks on their platform as likes of Freetrade or Stake. Now, when I left Trading 212, Freetrade and Stake were my go-to platforms. And Stake has more US shares than any other platform in the UK, and Freetrade has more UK. So I'll be keeping both of them, but I will be coming here and checking if but the fact with them is you can do you can convert it. It's easy, and they use the local currency. And you can see I'm down on some of my positions, as everyone is. I bought Twitter. I sold it. Still left with 1 cent worth of Twitter. I don't know what that's about. But the like everyone, the portfolio is a little down. But the that's because the portfolio has a couple of weeks. With each of these, you need to put £100 in, I believe. Because I liked it, I will put more money in, and I think you will like it too. So these are my two favourite platforms at the moment. Someone suggested Wombat, but I haven't gotten around to it, so I'm sorry. I have tried a couple of other platforms, but I haven't liked them. I don't like trashing platforms, so I'm not going to, because sometimes these platforms, they realise their errors. I have notified them, and then they correct them, and then somewhere down the line someone says, oh, you trashed this platform, and it's fine. Now, I love this. It just needs to add more shares to it. as you remember with Freetrade, they were adding shares on a weekly basis, and Freetrade was in this situation at the start. I meant to say with Invest Engine, what they do is, when it doesn't matter when you submit your order, they do a block order at 2 p.m. because it's cheaper for them to do it that way. Again, that's something Freetrade did at the start, so it's something I expect them to change as they get bigger. I really do like this. You do have a lot of options. Let's say in mode, you want to buy, and I want to transfer. It uses true layer, which means it says within an hour, but it's usually pretty quick. Or you can use a bank transfer, or a number of ways. Let's say you want to sell 146 and preview. It will usually be a market sell, but I'm not selling in mode at this price because I think it's undervalued. I will answer any questions you have about these. This isn't done by any of the platforms. This isn't backed by any of the platforms. They don't even know I'm doing this. It's purely for your benefit. I've had people asking me what platform I use. Don't forget, nothing in this video is financial advice. Please do your own due diligence. Of course, we get to Freetrade. Now, I do like the fact that they've seemed to be taking it a bit more seriously. When I first did a review of it, it had like BT would be like UK's broadband provider, or that keeps going down, something like that. That would be like a joke. They have correct P's in most of the time and correct figures in, although some of them will sometimes be outdated. Now, they do have a discussion box where you can join the discussion and put in what tickers you want put forward, what tickers you want put in, and the thing is, they have an activity to show you your activity and an account. The thing is, they have an ISA as well, which you will pay £3 a month for, or a plus service, which I spoke about, which allows you to do limit orders, trailing stop loss orders, and gives you access to more shares, and that also gives you access to an ISA, and that is £10 a month. I'm not a fan of paying the £10 a month for all of these extras, although when you are trading higher value, you will find it worth paying the extra money, rather than relying on the bid-ask spread just for this feature, just for the trailing stop loss and for the limit orders. And I know you get limit orders with trading 212, but the trailing stop is worth it. Now, I would like to see them allow people to have limit orders, or maybe so many limit orders a month free of charge, or maybe included in an ISA, and the trailing stop orders cost extra. See how that goes. I would like to see the FX fee come down. We're getting more and more in the UK where the free FX fees, which we're seeing, I've shown you already, one of them. They've, I think, having competitors come. It's no longer just trading 212 versus Freetrade. And the problem is, Freetrade have grown on the back of trading 212's issues recently. And I think, personally, as an investor, they shouldn't get complacent with that. They need to see what's going around, and the companies coming up behind them who are in the position where they was a year or two ago, and what they're offering that they are not offering. Yeah, I do like them though. They're fairly quick with customer service, although sometimes it will be the next day if they're busy. They do try to send you the frequent answers questions first of all. It can be infuriating if you don't know how to navigate it, but all round it's a good platform. Once they get stabilized, I would also like to see something more with the graphs, or maybe a laptop version, just to give it a bit more. Anyway, that's that. Now, interactive brokers, the pluses and minuses. I like interactive brokers because it's the only UK platform I can trade options from. It's one of the few that give me proper trading of warrants. It's one of the few. No, it only gives me units. The only one that gives me units. Stake will give you occasional units, but they won't give you access to trade them until they have already split. And once they split, they will stake will make you wait like for a week after before they're tradable. So interactive brokers is the one for me if I'm trading units, warrants or options. For those of you who have come at me saying warrants are no longer tradable, they're, you need a new game. I'm still making money on warrants. When warrants are 18 cents each and the actual common stocks are over $10, all you need is for those warrants to go up 1 cent, 2 cents, and you make money. So now with interactive brokers, thing with them. Firstly, the pros, as I said, you also have a desktop and a laptop version, as well as the app. You can. The issue I find with them, they charge you for a screenshot, which you sometimes do accidentally, but they do alert you before you do it, so they give you more information. They've been around longer, so they will do. They are quite good. There will be occasions where the app will not be working, or it won't be, or the 2-time login with the iPad, for instance, won't work because of some issue they have. But again, that's a niggling factor. Next one's their FX fee. They don't actually have an FX fee. Their fee is a $2 fee. So it doesn't matter if you're changing up £5 to dollars or £5,000 to dollars, it's still the same amount you get charged. So the more you change up, the better. The more you convert, the better. The charges are different for what you buy, whether it's common stock, warrants or options. They're all different, and they change depending on your portfolio and the amount in your portfolio. And you can gain interest on your portfolio, cash in your portfolio, again depending on the size. If you have over 40,000 in your portfolio size, you can earn interest on your cash. It also pays you short interest, whereas the other platforms do not. If you're in my Discord, you may remember I have mentioned short interest, where the companies are 100%, 200%, 500% short interest. This is the interest that the hedge funds or people pay to borrow the shares and off of, say, me for instance, or you from the platform, and then they steal your shares, but so that they can short it. Now, this is an issue I had with Trading 212 and other platforms, where they, in their terms and conditions, they will loan your shares out whether you want them to or not, and you will not get any of the short interest. No. But with interactive brokers, you can contact them. You can say you want to loan your shares out, you want to accumulate short interest, and you will accumulate it. So if you're playing a short squeeze, you will be earning interest while you're waiting for that squeeze. And that's if you want to. I know some people hate loaning shares out to shorts because they hate the people who buy shorts. Anyway, I would like to know your opinion, what your platforms are. Please let me know in the description below. Also, I want to apologise for not getting a video out sooner. I will get another one out soon regarding the market and stocks. I have just set up my membership program, and I've been working on that. You can go to buy me a coffee, link in the description below, and sign up for that if you want to. But I also didn't want to have my free Discord members being shortchanged. I wanted to give them some value as well. If you found any of my videos helpful and you want to help me make more, you can support me by buying me a coffee. The link is in the description below.